Doodle-doodle-doodle-ding-ding.
I mean, I don't care if you wear it. Just I'm gonna punish you in airframes if I have to.
What, you're going to make me stare at the floor?
Oh no, just basically if you have to be on a reinsert,
Sit
just
there
do a
and
few
think
circles
about
before
what
you get
you've
in.
done.
Anyways, let's see. So here's what we're doing today, which is gonna be fun. Perry, no AA, so yes.
Hey.
I think, hopefully.
Much jubilation
If-
was had.
If there is AA, oh well.
Cry. Cope, please, mold.
Our
Dilate.
F-35 pilot isn't here. He's on vacation.
Yes. And if I go do it, then somebody has to fly the A400M down the valley, which do you feel comfortable about doing that, Coker?
The A400.
Yes.
I haven't even flown the A400 yet.
Yeah, so that's a problem right there. The only other person who's qualified to do it is the
On
other
holiday.
Dutchman, who's also not here.
Great.
I'll just be fucking sat in the back emailing the Canyon Run theme from Star Wars.
You're going to be doing.
So
your,
I have to go to the
ID duty
A400.
tonight
Then
'cause I've
afterwards, I
got,
have.
a lot of shit to do.
Fuck.
I should get the fucking PDF open, shouldn't I?
You guys
Yeah.
need big
Okay.
fucking
Yeah.
explosives tonight as well, because there's ammo caches that we need to destroy.
We have 2 each.
There might
Have
be
we got
more
at
than
least
four.
we should
There might
probably
be
bring
more than
more.
4. Yeah, bring more.
We have Hellfires. We can destroy the ammo caches.
No.
Why not?
You may have noticed the magic box.
'Cause I'm gonna fucking do it.
We've got fucking bombs we can drop too.
We need more than we're going to need
Yeah.
to spawn down.
Oh, I need to get rid of the AA, right?
Yes, because we have no way of dealing with it unless the infantry are supposed to wait a couple of minutes.
Okay.
If we had a proper
Hello,
runway, I
is
could
Are
have
you
gone up
feeling fixed
the,
enough
um,
later in the mission?
Yes, at some.
Cool.
Well, it will be on standby. It will just be waiting. There's no need to
Right,
take it
the-
up. There's no
The
point.
bigger
mean,
pool going up is the
If
point.
we were
To
able to use the
Alpha,
Typhoon, that'd have been a
if
different
we're
story.
gonna
Oh, no, we
need more
can.
Explosives if we're going to need them spawn down.
Can we take off
Yeah.
on this runway?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been fixed.
Look
Yeah,
at
you
that.
can,
Out to you. Hello, 10 message.
You only got from the Typhoon.
There is
You can.
slight momentary issue with the Typhoon and AA. You will die.
What's that?
You guys
You
gonna
don't see me.
Are you guys on short range?
They will see you.
Yes.
There's yeah,
What is the short range? 95.8, isn't
you're
it?
basically
10 message.
Yeah, okay.
Russian.
You're listening to me on it.
So that's why the fixed wing needs to
No,
be up
no,
later
I'm
on.
listening to you on LR.
Disregard.
I'm speaking
Wait, hold on.
on
Just get
short
fucking
range.
spell it
So
out.
bizarre. Okay, I don't
Yeah,
understand
we'll
why
find
it's
it first.
like this.
Yeah.
Let me rebind it.
What's up?
I'm guessing they're not
Just need
ZSUs.
an explosive
They're
apart from maybe get spilled to death.
Probably were like
Grizzlies or something.
no, they were like the 2035 stuff because Pook is no longer in the mod pack.
Yeah, they're not the peak ones either. The AA. So.
Yeah, so it's a 2035 stuff, which is
the advanced ship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Pook broke the mod pack, I think.
Yeah, Pook. No, but there's a possibility it was Pook. There's a possibility it was JSRS, and there's a possibility of one other thing. But we'll test it after campaign.
Do we have bombs yet? We don't have bombs yet.
Anyways, in the meantime, Coker, you can go and arm your Typhoon just in case.
Okay.
Yes.
There's no risk of happening.
Assemble on the airfield.
Yes. What else do I need to do? All those are
Guess I'll go
prepped.
out get a parachute.
Duffy. He lied about his age.
Did he?
He said his age was 25, but he was born on the 8th of June 1998. That makes him 20.
My small ass brain. Right there now, we're moving now. We're back to it.
Is there anywhere you want me?
You'll be primarily on standby for reinserts and transport duty on helicopters tonight. So for the moment, there's nothing really to do apart from they're doing a para drop. And I'm unfortunately the only person qualified to do this right now.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I shall watch.
User has left your channel.
Atlas 11 spooling and then reverse back on runway 36. This one was better.
Pelly,
Yes.
Don't everyone look at
is
the
he
plane,
still
it's
like a
all
meter
walking.
away from the ramp to get the interaction
Yes.
up?
It's literally just if you come over here and just literally look at it.
Yeah,
it's-
I had to be standing a bit further back than I would have
Nope,
presumed.
it's just basically here and then just look at the door itself. Don't look
Alpha,
upwards or
we'll
anything.
just close up the gap
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
okay.
it's literally
It's a
just
bit more
about 30
Did you
centimeters.
update it?
No, not really. It's just where you look because it has very specific interactive spots. So if you go too close, then technically it counts as you can't.
Yeah,
get in.
yeah, yes, you got to stand about here. That's... Okay, are they all ready?
I don't know.
This is Kestrel 1-1. Is there anyone on this net? Over.
Right, chaps, is
And
there anyone
Seagull,
not on
Kestrel
the
1.
jump net?
Be advised, there's unknowns entering my crash down helicopter. Is that friendlies? Over.
Alright, we'll move
Negative.
on then.
Currently, there is
Right,
no
jump
friendlies
in
in the
on your
vicinity that
feet,
we're aware of.
Push to the door and then form
Try your best to
the
stay
line
concealed
behind.
until
One platoon, hold fast.
assistance arrives.
Roger that. Hurry up. Out.
FSG, do you want to go in the middle?
Sure. Don't worry about talking. I know you can hear me. Just keep rearming your aircraft. As soon as you're rearmed, when we take off, I want you to
Right,
follow
Matthews, on
us
your feet.
afterwards. Give a 5-second delay between my takeoff and yours, and then just essentially do a patrol. That way, they focus mostly on you as a worst case scenario.
Form up.
Be ready for air to air.
Roger.
User has joined your channel.
Spittle, be advised, Kestrel 1 has informed us that their downed pilots are apparently having people coming towards them, or unknowns.
Roger that.
Not even in the field yet.
You hear that, Miguel?
Yeah, well, we don't even know where they fucking are, so that's
Oh, yeah.
useful.
Just didn't tell me to cough.
So be prepared as soon as we find out where they are to start shooting shit. Roger.
Yeah, basically.
Shoot the people.
Love to hear it.
Raptor
Sure you
profiles.
don't
Right.
shoot the pilot.
Everyone, switch over to jump net now on your radios. So when I call your number, call that on the jump net. Right, so Gale 1,
Gale 1.
Jones 2,
Jones 2.
Stone 3,
Stone 3.
Skip 4.
Receive spool down for now, Cocker.
Hit the menu glitch.
Roger, just spool it down, so they're doing the jump note.
Roger, that's pulling down now. Be right back, just gonna get a proper helmet.
People are very short in these suits.
I'm really worried about
Yeah,
the
I know.
cancels,
I feel like it's like my normal height, but does it make a noise like someone's moving around the seat every time someone gets in? It fucking does.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna get annoying. Also, why do I have to sit next to the door?
Was this sat next to me? Who's this bearded, beautiful bastard? Oh, bloody hell! That was terrifying. I looked to my left and I just see him
Captain,
twice
we're giving
staring
the
at
option
me.
to either go in the co-pilot seat or
Hey, sorry,
Yeah,
McCarthy,
you can
but
leave at base in case
just for some
anything
reason
goes
let
wrong
me
and
in
your
and
review
didn't
sends
let
you
you, so I got in before you.
helicopter.
It is
yeah,
what it
no,
is.
way at base at the moment. I'm helping people
You
actually
messed
get
it
in because
up.
they don't understand what standard
At
meteorology
least two
is.
platoons got the safe end of this
Alright.
drop.
Have we?
Yeah, because we're not that close to the road.
Just realised Jones is all the way on the other bench.
Yeah, I know. I'm all
Not
over
with two
here.
platoons.
I feel really
Stay
lonely.
there. Because Jones smells, so we put them all there to, you
No, it's
know.
because I'm responsible, so I'm next to the door.
You're responsible, yeah, good joke.
Jones has got QTs.
Oh no. Gay cooties, that. Gay cooties.
On the first try, he gets in the plane.
Ray, did you read off your number like you were playing fucking bingo before?
That is exactly what I did.
Strong.
He has no shame.
Right.
I thought I'd just fucking flex on you there, Mabel.
Cheers, Agnes.
What is JumpNet?
69.
What do you mean, what is JumpNet? It's a
What is the
philosophical premise. We use every night.
The pilot wants to know so he can jump too.
Yeah.
No. I want to know
The
because
co-pilot's the
all
only
of
one
the
that doesn't have fun
signalers
here.
are unhere and basically not able to listen, so I have to actually give the
Oh,
instructions for that.
And all the signalers are being fucking jack bastards and not showing up.
4 and 2 signals
The problem
not
is
turning up.
Pelly's number one. Imagine having a fucking social life.
Imagine fucking normies.
Hey, Mikhail.
Enthusiastic Ray, Jesus. It was. I'm impressed by it.
Mikhail,
Yeah, mate.
did you enjoy Exodite? Did you
I
not
did.
watch it yet?
I did. I came several times watching it.
Right? Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. Nut. Nut. Press nut. 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 Nut.
Why is no one sat next to me? I feel really lonely.
You can't
You should be.
without not.
Because you
I
fucking
moved-
I moved as close as I could without getting some sort of STD. Get fucked, loser.
It's gonna be a 2-5 meeting. We're gonna throw you out the door.
I'm pretty sure he does get fucked now. That's the problem.
I do. It's brilliant.
Maybe by losers, who knows?
Jones,
I come to 6th and still I can't get away from this bullshit.
Well, that's
Yeah,
your
it's
own
really,
fault, Thomas.
it is really annoying.
Thomas, that was your
Melly,
own fault.
do
You
you
did that for money.
Realise you opened up the back door?
Wait, you have sex for money now, Jones?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Just in case you didn't know, that's not a boyfriend, that's a pimp.
No, it's
It's not boyfriend, it's a customer.
Man, she pays me the money to
crashing
have
some
sex
sort
with
of
my
mining
boyfriend.
company.
Oh,
The enemy
oh,
has approached them.
The best
thing is I'm recording all of
ID
this.
as enemy.
Put down the description,
Can't
Corporal
stop
Red
them
Boy
coming in.
Jones.
Last man, Pelly. Last man.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Right. Find Jones.
Oh God.
Everyone's in.
Right click, change description. Rent boy.
Agnes, one was born.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so if we need to provide any of this to the authorities, I have it all recorded, don't worry.
This is sex harassment by
Titan 1 spawn.
Give it a 5-second delay, you head eastbound and then line north.
QV always
radar on
sending music
towards
since
noise
the
after a
get-go.
flag, snap of the earth toward the western approach at the job site.
Roger, Alpha Valley, north.
So I'm plotting runway 26. Yeah, the runways are marked the wrong way around, but anyways.
I mean, that's the way the compass showed me.
What do you have with this?
We'll talk about what we find.
Yeah, you gotta reverse the compass.
I will just change 18 to run now.
It's fine.
Titan 1, taking off.
Guys, BTS. BTS.
Right, cool. So, is anyone not familiar with the jump procedure?
I haven't done this for a long time, so maybe a quick run through would be good.
Anything for you, Daddy Dage. Right, okay, chaps, so this is how it goes. Basically,
And last for 30. Alright, Roger, just do your best. I'm gonna
Just to clarify,
try.
you start up
I'm
first before
approaching
you
the drop
boot up
zone.
and everything's done through your ACE interact menu.
Perfect, thanks.
the black light, then the pilot should come back around again if you've not jumped. Cheers, Mako.
Approaching red light, prep for jump.
Stand up. Hook up.
Red light.
And I've been rapid with the numbers, yes, but let's try drop zone.
Green light.
Green light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Yes, the swag was past the black line when we passed it. Maybe on the ground.
Atlas aircraft, we're coming back round for one last prep drop. Anyone still on board, be advised. One mic out. Light. Green light, drop, drop.
User joined the jump. Aussie Seagull message.
Aussie Seagull. Aussie Seagull message. Confirm, did you say he's still in the sky?
Yeah, he's still in the sky.
Roger. Titan Atlas message. Fortuna traffic, Atlas 1-1 approaching long file for runway 1.
User in your channel has timed out. User left your channel.
Roger Titan, status report when able. Titan, be advised, readability is 1/5. If you're able to use airframe radios, do so.
Hello, Seagulls. This is Titan 1. Message.
Send a message.
Yeah, so for some reason ARMA glitched and it crashed the plane. There was literally ejection seats all over the runway. I have not really got ground attack capabilities at the moment. I've only got air attack, but I'll just patrol in the area just in case.
Roger. We'll take that into account, and no worries. That main AA capability is the only thing I care about for now. F-35 will take up air to ground if needed.
Roger that. If I do need, I will come back.
You want to keep your system on 4.5 or 33.3?
4.5, and because there's not really much happening for 4.5. The only reason is because during the paradrop, I can't take any other information. I'm busy focusing on the other guys as well.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Also,
I
have
took
to clean
off
up the end of the runway
as I was climbing.
for some reason, there's a lot of ejector seats there.
I put the gears down.
On the radio anyway, might as well
it
do
just
it here.
stopped for some reason.
The C-130 was picked up on Russian
I
radar.
was, yeah, I don't know.
C-130?
There was no reason for it to
thing?
stop.
Yeah, the C-130 was picked up on Russian radar.
Okay.
And we're picking up reports on our radar of enemy jets in the area. Obviously, you have an ROE to stick by, but so do they. So.
Alright. No worries.
Yeah.
Let me just put down a little thing.
His Typhoon crashed, by the way, and I think I spawned the wrong one in.
That's Coca. I don't know what on earth happened with him, but I'll.
It literally, at the end of the runway, just glitched straight into the ground and blew up. There was nothing he could do. That's why I gave him another one. Because
Okay.
I watched it. It literally, like, sunk for some reason.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put down T4 communication style because we had that on the last template. It's not here right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alright, cool. Titan, Seagull, currently we've got information that possible enemy air assets are headed towards our direction. Just keep patrol from the rough grid coordinates of 011 facing northbound. Try not to stay too far to the north, give yourself a bit of time to deal with it.
They're not enemy.
What do you mean not enemy?
The Russians aren't your enemy.
011
they have an
facing
ROE to
northbound.
stick by as do you.
So what do you mean then we're fighting for the airspace?
You're not. It's a standoff. It's whoever pulls the trigger first.
Okay.
So if you attack them, they're going to attack back.
I'm okay with that.
Any Russian aircraft that gets taken down is an issue, basically. You don't want that.
Additional, be advised that the enemy aircraft will be flying at a standoff range on the border. Should they engage you, weapons free. If they don't engage you, hold fire.
Roger. Weapons free only if engaged.
Alright, there we go. Sorted.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a standoff sort of thing.
Yes, Raptor?
User has
I
left
just
your
came
channel.
over. Hey, how's it going?
User has joined your channel.
I just came over to chat.
There's not much, I just get information, and that's all.
I see. Very
Also,
exciting.
Perry, by the way, this is an A400, not a C-130. Just
okay.
Anyway.
I mean, the other aircraft next to looks better. Just saying.
I mean, it still would have been picked up on Russian radar, no? Fucking thing's huge.
What do you mean other aircraft looks better?
The one just there.
The C-130 looks better.
C-130 would, yeah.
You know what? I don't. I prefer this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I'd much rather an Apache, but here we are.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's because it says Royal Air Force on the side. I think that's why I like it.
That's fair.
Anyway, let's see what the fucking infantry do.
Yeah, I'll have to eventually update the textures of the other one at some point. But then there's ARMA 4 coming, so I don't know if I want to keep modding this.
By the way, before I broke up with Crystal 1-1, he received intel that he crashed. Well, what he said over the radio, because I'm assuming you didn't hear it because of the engines. He crashed into a mining company. He can't pull his co-pilot out. The enemy has arrived with a convoy, and then that's where he cut off. That's all you know.
Okay, I'll pass that information along then.
Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't hear it because of you was in the C-130. The A400. Sorry.
Right. Foxwood 5-2, Seagull message.
5 to Alpha. Send message over.
Message as follows. We've got last known information from the downed pilots that they crashed near a mining facility, and a convoy is approaching their location. That was last heard.
Seagull, this is 5 to Alpha. Roger that, will relay to the ICs. Out.
Over and out nonsense. We don't do that. You're using a UHF radio. UHF.
What did he say? Hello.
Just hello. This is 512. Roger. Out. We don't use out with UHF.
I mean, Petty, if you're not busy, feel free to fly one of the Russian jets.
Oh, I would happily fly a hind.
No.
I will happily fly a hind.
No.
It'll give you an opportunity to shoot down thingy.
No. In a campaign, I'm not flying against my pass, at least not if there's just one of them up and we're down to limited aircraft.
That's
Hello,
fine.
Seagull, this is Five Alpha, that's Sierra.
Never planned to engage with the Russian jets anyway. I
Then?
just wanted to see if I could scare him into shooting, basically. What's the plan?
5 to Alpha.
Honestly, I'm
Platoon
hyped for when I can
acknowledges,
touch a
and
hind.
one platoon will be moving into
I can
the
touch a hind and
facility
just go
now.
in with it.
Hello?
How much do you have to do before you're allowed in the Apache?
Don't know. I just pray
Roger.
every day.
Additional, you currently don't have any air asset support as we're currently just focusing on air interdiction and air patrolling.
Roger that. I'll relay that back to the
You know.
ICs as well.
I just get on my knees, hands together, and pray for Apache.
Yeah.
What about an Apache?
Huh?
What about an Apache?
Oh,
He wants to get in one badly.
yeah. But I know I can't for a long time.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, tell me about the compass thing, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to send a Russian jet and go back.
Alright. Au revoir. Alright, so the compass thing. Let's just say you were actually to help physically illustrate this, let's stand the runway for a second. So let's just say now say we're on the runway. When you're in an aircraft, you're taking off, you're going to look that way, right?
Yep.
What is the compass bearing in that direction?
001.
001 and 000, whatever.
Yeah.
On runways, technically, it would be 36 or 360 because you never use 00 on the runway bearings.
Okay.
So, with that said, because you're standing at this end, they're going to put down the number of the runway over here. So in this case, for some reason, they put 00, but that's because the person who made this map doesn't understand how runway markings work in aviation terms.
Yep.
But the side that you're standing and you're going to take off, so basically the direction you're taking off in, you look at that direction, and then the compass bearing is what is the number of the runway. So if we were standing on the other end and we were facing this way, what would be our compass bearing?
18.
Yep.
180.
Exactly. So
Yep.
that's how you pretty much do runway marking. So what you do is basically from the point you're starting, you can, I'm sure they taught you the control right mouse button and then basically get your compass bearing. So it's from where you are and where you're going is the runway number.
Yeah, so
I'm going 29 on contact.
Mhm.
Hasn't engaged me yet.
Yeah.
Hasn't gone hot.
so
He's
I
turning
did
away
have it
from
the right
me.
way.
You had 18 at the bottom.
Yeah, but we're going 36 because 36 is that way.
So you had 18 right here, right? And if you look at the map, this is where you had 18.
Yeah, 18 going south because obviously south
Yes,
was
but
18.
the point is you put it over here where we're standing right now, which is right here. This is where you put 18. Now, if we faced 18 at this point right here, how much runway do you have to take off with?
None.
Yeah. So the direction of takeoff on this end would be 36 to give you all runway. And at this end, it would be 18 to give you all the end southbound. So your numbers were right, they were on the wrong place.
Okay.
Make sense or no?
Yeah, no, it does.
Lovely. So that's just the basics of that. Once again. Titan Seagull, sorry, send last again?
I picked up a MiG-29 SM radar. I pinged him, he turned away from me.
Roger, just be on standby. For the meantime, we shouldn't expect engagement. Apparently, this is just contested airspace with the Russians. They are making claims to it, and so is apparently our government, meaning we have to hold our ground but not cause an international incident, as it were.
Roger that. I'm holding off. I just wanted to ping him to see what he would do. He backed off, so I backed off as well.
Roger, good work. Just remain on standby. If you do have momentary to give I-Star, but primarily focus on air-to-air, that would be your main tasking for now.
Roger.
Oh, perfect. You get your first reinsert, and that's going to be reinserting the main man.
Oh god.
So, make it snappy and decent.
Where am I taking him?
Well, to the rest of the platoon.
Oh, so all up north. Okay.
Yes, you are. Actually, I could take him in via aircraft, and he can just halo himself in.
No, I don't mind flying him. I'll griffin him.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Sweet.
Anything I need to know in particular?
You'll be contacting. Actually, hold on. I'll have to fly alongside. I'll have to fly with you. So, for radio-wise, it'll be
I've got a stick in
Foxtrot
Ligonier.
5-2.
Say that again. The radio came at the wrong time.
User
Where's the
joined your
devices this side?
channel.
So it'll be Foxtrot. You'll be focusing on. You'll be calling Foxtrot 5-2 for HLS. Have you practiced already HLS calls or not yet?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll do radio comms. As you can fly to a specific spot on the map, and that should be it for basics.
Sure. Yeah, no one's gone through radio stuff.
Or maybe he might just need TP. I don't know. What is his preference? Hello?
Probably TP.
Are you TPing yourself in?
No, I want to drop.
Oh,
Everyone else got to drop.
okay. How about this? I can give you a special offer then.
I was gonna say if you want, we could do it in the chinny, and I'll just take a steerable parachute.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna halo jump you in.
I am fine with that. Everyone else got to drop. I want to drop.
Yeah.
Perks of the job, mate.
Fair enough.
All right.
Plus, it's probably the only paragraph we've done all. We're going to do all campaign, so I ain't missing it.
Fair. For you, I'd say you don't use the standard hookup system because otherwise, yeah, it'll just basically be a jack.
Yeah, it's if it's steerable, I do it the old recce style.
All right.
Yeet myself out.
Perfect idea.
Yeah. In the meantime, we'll have him fly you in. We're gonna fly high altitude.
User has left your
How
channel.
you finding Flight Raptor?
User has joined your channel.
It's so much better than infantry.
Oh no! Don't say it to his face.
Well, fuck you, you piece of shit.
I'm
glad you're not in my infantry anymore.
I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't stand infantry. I don't like infantry gameplay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I wish there was an animation for knuckle biting.
Anyways,
okay, infantry's boring after a while. To be fair, did it for too long now.
So yeah, let's head in that one. Actually, let me get you. You can grab a parachute from the inventory, everything.
Yeah, would you? Oh, actually, I probably need to set my fucking. There's no point. I'm swapping fucking backpacks. It's cool.
Hello, Foxtrot 5-2 Seagull message.
It's pushing closer towards the airbase.
Our airbase?
Yeah.
Be on standby for engagement.
Roger that.
There's a second one as well. It's pinging me with radar.
Ready to work!
Awesome. We're just falling up.
Be advised, try hailing them on 44.5 if you can. Wait one, we're going to just get a quick information out to 5-2.
Oh shit, we got no signals tonight then, haven't we?
We got
Russian big,
5-2
Russian
on
big.
44.5.
This is
Fair one.
RAF.
Is Chumley here?
Eurofighter.
No.
Damn, I was going to say at least he had some signalling experience.
Lines will leave the circle on the airfield.
I'm gonna... I don't like that the Russians are circling right now, our base.
You can always go on a door gunner.
What's the door gunner gonna do against the jet?
Send your message. Hey, headshot the pilot, come on.
Pilot's not.
Did you ever meet Osborne, Pelly?
I don't know what your intentions are.
Oh, there you go.
A game of cat and mouse, no?
Be flying,
Oh, is that right?
Is it just you two tonight?
No.
You do realise that this is claimed by the British Armed Forces, so my advice would be to back away at the moment.
And the north is held by the Russians. That's who did you back away.
Roger that. I'm just taking into the airspace. I am not currently trying to move into Russian airspace. Just you're getting a bit dangerous to our position. So I'm just giving you a warning.
What height do you guys do the jump from in this unit?
We'll go up to about 2 kilometers.
Jeez.
Yeah, because he needs as much time to steer his way down. Normally it's like
Drop.
4, but yeah.
Yeah, when it's steerable, if you're doing it for recce, which hopefully we will have again one day, it's pretty fucking high.
We'd go to a more normal height with for the recce jumps, but for you I think 2 kilometers should be enough.
Yeah, I've done this before. Do you remember that time where you wanted to see how high we could fly and you crashed? So everyone in the helicopter
There's
crashed.
a MiG above us. There's a MiG somewhere. Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. You turn the radar on.
Huh?
You turn the radar on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We don't want to.
Yeah.
You're giving our position away.
That's alright. Part of the fun. You mean you don't want some deadly air engagements?
Not when you're flying a fucking shit up.
Yes.
Let's do it. Hoorah.
Dear alien bastards.
I would happily taunt a jet in an Apache because I know I'll be able to fight it, but...
5-2 Pegasus 1-1 message.
Pegasus 1-1, this is 5-2 Alpha, send us over.
5-2 Alpha, Pegasus 1-1. Currently, we've got 1 times priority VIP being inserted.
Oh shit, I'm a VIP, damn.
Requesting
there's the jet next to us.
Drop zone.
If you look out the window to your left, you can see the jet.
Oh yeah.
Pegasus 1-1, this is 5-2 Alpha. I'll set a drop
That
zone
didn't make
just
my
in
PP
front
shrink
of
at all.
us. It's flat and it's clear, so it seems to be ideal, and it's well covered by our own arcs cover.
Roger that, mark on
So,
map
Raptor.
with grid, and then we'll request grid smoke as soon as he jumps out, so he'll have
Raptor?
visual for landing.
Yes, me.
I'm going to ask an honest question, so I would like an honest answer off you.
Okay.
So the whole procedure for you to get into flight, you know, how you have to do a little bit in the infantry first.
Yep.
And then, you know, pass your flight test and then come to flight. Yep. How did you find it all? Like, honestly, it's just so that we can, like, try and improve the process.
See, the thing is, I can't really make a fair comment on that because I genuinely hate infantry. Like, I genuinely dislike playing infantry in ARMA. Just in general, to be honest, I hate playing infantry. So it kind of, you can't ask me that question to have a fair answer.
Fair one. At least you stuck with it then, to get what you wanted to be. It was more because we were hoping it would be more a case of if you spend like a week or 2 or a month or however long it takes with the infantry, you get an idea of how we do things so that when you go to flight, you'll kind of have at least a basic knowledge of what we do and how flight operate. You know?
No, I get that. It's fair enough, but if you get
flight westbound for now.
Head westbound.
Yep, westbound.
Plus, it whittles out the people who actually want to be in flight as well. Because some people you've been like, oh yeah, just a couple of weeks in the infantry, and they're like, yeah, no, bye. And it's like, well, you're not the kind of person we want in a critical position as a pilot, you know.
I just the thing is, I just
drop zone
generally
map on map
never
as
have liked
VIP
infantry in
drop
this game.
zone in grid
Like all the other
179,
units,
which is fair.
I'm only strictly pilot,
Over.
specifically rotary.
Drop zone, VIP drop zone 079176, Pegasus 1-1, eyes on, will...
No, that's fair. It's not your thing, it's not your thing.
I strictly forbid.
Raptor,
Yep.
If you look at the north grid,
Pegasus 1,
079176,
roger that. We'll try and get some smoke out for our VIP to
179.
land on.
079176.
Yeah.
Yep, just head over to that point, and then as soon as we're over it, I'll give Lewis the drop go.
Ellie, you do realise the whole time I'm going to be dropping, I'm going to be going da 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 da.
That already sounds perfect. It's raining men. Oh my god.
Damn it, he says my wheels.
Oh.
Alright. Approaching drop zone, ETA 20 Sierras. Pop blue smoke, 20 Sierras. Alright, you'll have blue smoke waiting for you on the ground just to give you a visual idea of where to land.
Pegasus 1-1-5 Alpha, we only have white smoke on us at the moment. Will that do? Over?
Roger, pop white smoke, that should be good enough. Alright, white smoke apparently. Because that's all they have.
Do you want me to start slowing down?
Yep, just keep the speed a bit slow to like 150 and Lewis, whenever you are ready, you are good to go.
Catch you all on the flip side.
See ya.
See ya.
Right, let's go. What I really live for is CAS rotary. That's what I really live for. So your Apaches, stuff like that.
Our Apaches. What about our Apache?
Hmm?
Oh yeah, also I was just also not going too fast because there is a thing sometimes with ARMA when you go past an aircraft's max speed, it can cause minor damage.
Oh, so okay.
We should be fine. That's usually for advanced flight model stuff, but there is a bit of a damage code I've put in for some airframes, just to keep things more realistic.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go. We have a max speed of like 310, and then you've got like a 20% buffer on top of that. So you should be fine. Maybe 400 is not a good idea, but yeah.
You challenge me.
No, I don't trust your pull-up ability in Chinook.
God, okay, fair. No. But all the way, Apache, rotary CAS kind of things, very fun. Especially air-to-air combat in an Apache.
Air-to-air combat?
Yeah.
What do you mean air-to-air combat?
Air-to-air combat in an Apache.
Well, you've got the chain gun, so you're not really doing much air-to-air combat.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. I've done it before in Apache, it's very fun. I do enjoy absolutely plastering convoys in an Apache though, that's fun.
You do realize what kind of unit you joined, right?
Realistic, I'm aware.
The chances of you plaster a convoy are once every 3 months or so.
Yeah, that's fun.
Alright, fair.
I would just be happy to fly an Apache.
Alright, fair.
That's it. That's like my life ambition completely done. I'm a 3 Apache pilot in a realistic unit.
Pegasus 1, entering into airbase, entering crosswind.
I'm just going to say extra wide so I can actually dip some height.
Pegasus 1 entering downwind.
Yeah, no, literally, Pelly. I know what you're saying. I'm more than happy to, like, if it requires chilling the entire time, I'm more than happy to.
Pegasus 1 entering base.
I am happy to sit around an Apache waiting to be called to do something. I have zero issues with that. That's also why I joined.
Alright,
I would like a
you have zero
proper
issues
experience.
Waiting around to possibly never be called, because that happens quite a lot. Alright.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind any of that at all.
Pegasus 1 landing 36.
Yeah.
Just
No.
go straight to the heliport because there's a bunch of pulls due to the bad design of this airbase.
No, to be honest though, Kelly, when I first joined the unit, I was expecting...
Would you like to let FSB
know that a blue smoke somehow got into his backpack.
User
Over.
has joined your channel.
Focus 1, squad down.
Be advised, VIP has already been dropped, which should be no longer necessary. Alright, up.
Seagull, it should be useful for distraction HLS at the end of the night though. It's already in your bag, Chief.
Oh, this is so unprofessional because the signal's
Thank
not
you,
here.
oh God.
Oh, man, was in a connection.
Yeah.
Titan, Seagull, Sitrep.
User in
How's
your
it going?
channel has timed out.
Tagasi, Zeus on next stream, can you advise Lewis Zeus is on 45.5
Hello,
tonight?
Seagulls. Titan.
44.5
It
instead
seems to
of
have disappeared.
normal Zeus now.
I am just doing some ice stars.
I will do that now.
Mark one target down for them that looks like it's a BTR in a compound near where they're going into.
Roger. It should be no factor then. Once you have done marking that, feel free to RTB. We'll switch. I'll get the Apache in for more accurate eye stars.
Yeah, no. One of the first things I was told, and I knew when I was joining this unit that I would be chilling. So don't worry about it. I can make entertainment for myself while we wait.
Alright, fair. Which Apache mods have you used, though?
To be honest, I've used quite a few.
Hello, Signals call sign. This is Titan 1. Message over.
Because they're all from different units and mods, so I wouldn't know off the top of my head.
Hello,
But
Titan 1,
vanilla
this
one.
is 5 to Alpha, send message over.
I think out of everything.
5 to Alpha, I have marked
So I'm
possible
guessing you haven't used the one with clickable cockpit, then.
BTR
Which
in
one?
the compound
The
to
one
the
with
north
clickable
of
cockpit.
where you're assaulting.
No,
It should be
that doesn't
marked
sound
0. Tell me if you can see it.
Alright.
Adapt, overcome.
Both
That
myself
one thing Bear Grylls
and
says.
Lewis have seen that Titan 1.
Roger that. I'm RTBing. Archer call sign will be up for ice stars.
Titan 1-1, roger that. Just confirming, yourself is RTBing, and Archer 1-1 will be up for any more support. Over.
Roger. Yeah, Archer 1 will be on ice stars and Cass. Titan 1-1.
Alright. Well, I'm going to take this guy with me to the Apache.
McGregor. What the hell?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you need to be able to fly the thing.
Mm.
And because the front camera, the TADS is controlled by the gunner, so
Oh, yeah.
the AI has to be in there, otherwise the functions of that seat just don't work.
Oh, yeah. Can't you make the gunner do the shooting?
Both pilot and gunner can do shooting on this thing.
Yeah, no, I meant through the camera, though. Like the machine gun you can get him to shoot with.
Why would I do that when I can do it myself?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just saying that is... I've found something that looks very similar to this, actually. Very similar.
Titan 1 monitoring via long final.
This thing's a beauty, Pelazar. Wow. Beauty.
Pele, that thing is made of wet dreams.
Procedure is a bit of a thing of its own.
Sorry, yeah.
Titan 1-1 landed runway 36.
Archer is going. Aussie Seagull.
Titan 1-1's pulling down. Raptor, would you be able to bring me a tug?
Where are they?
By the tent.
Yeah, by the tent. Should be a yellow box. I just need to go for a quick piss.
The yellow thing. I'll go get it.
Aussie Seagull when you have a moment. Archer 1-1, hover taxi, runway 36, and departure northbound. I don't know, momentarily touchdown in 36. Okay, there yet?
Pelly.
Yes, so what I'm going to do is just have the Typhoon ready on instance on QRA standby. What I like for that is basically I'm going to be doing mainly I-stars about staying near the hills. If I do get engaged by any of the Russians, I want you to immediately scramble on request. I'll be on airframe long range.
Roger that. I might keep it air-to-air, but replace 2 meteors with brimstones.
Roger, sounds like a good plan. But yeah, priority for you will be air-to-air for the most part.
Roger that.
I should be able to survive at least 2 to 3 missiles from the Russian jets, worst case scenario. So that should give you enough time to scramble out and get their attention and start firing back.
Roger that. Just quickly, what's the keybind for the tug?
Shift B.
Thank you.
What do you want me to do?
You are primarily going to be doing reinserts and extraction. Coker, you will supervise for extraction when that comes. So reinserts, he should be capable of doing it. Actually, negative. Could you also supervise the reinserts because he doesn't know ready procedure yet for 5 lines?
Roger that.
Thank you, Pelly.
Radio check airframe 30. Additional, I'll do a second radio check on the airframe 30 once I'm much further out. You have the TFAR antenna, so you should be able to transmit the distance needed. But otherwise, I'll just check to see if you can hear me. Archer 1, dusting northbound.
But did you have to do it from the front or the back?
From the front.
How far back does the
Probably a lot more forward, because you have to see the yellow orb and then the second yellow orb on
Alright,
the truck.
Roger that.
Does it say, does it show both of them or no?
Target vehicle non range.
Target vehicle on range. Does Typhoon not have pushback capability?
Should.
Not in range.
See one yellow circle,
I see two.
Oh yeah, come back.
Yeah, you have to put both of them together, and then that's when you press Shift B.
Yep.
Done.
But be careful when you're pushing the Typhoon back on grass. Alright, Archer 1, dust off.
Hello, this is Ozzy. Can I borrow you for 1 second?
That was in 3-0.
I don't think the plane should be doing that.
Hello, Zeus. This is Ozzy. Can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah, it's all fine now.
Cool, yeah, it's fixed itself.
Say last again, over. Can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah.
How about the Typhoon?
Hello, 512. Archer 1-1, radio check.
Hello, flight call sign. This is 5 to Alpha. Radio check. Okay, over.
Roger. Archer 1-1 currently for 2 kilometers to the southwest. Will be able to provide I-Star and CAS support if needed.
Roger that, Archer 1-1. If you give me a rough ETA of how long you'll take to get to the AO, then I can relay it to command. Over.
Be advised, already in the AO, able to engage from current distance.
5 to Alpha. Roger that. I'll relay to command now. Out.
Oh, Archer 1-1, this is 0, message, over.
And for Archer 1-1.
0. Archer, what I require is support in regards to if anything tries to take us from the south or outside of where we are operating, you're free to deal with, but any hostiles inside Objective Spade are to be left for us, plus you might blow them up. Over.
Roger. Anything from the southern arc will be clear to engage from Archer 1-1's perspective. Leave everything from objective Spade as risk of collateral.
0, correct. Out.
Titan be advised, I got fast mover tracking across the AO, non-engaging. Second fast mover pinging me, but not aggressive.
Roger that. What's the name?
Missile, 1 o'clock. High.
Scramble, 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 scramble. Been engaged by 1x missile.
Titan 1-1 taking off.
Be advised, one of them is tracking eastbound, one of them is tracking west, turning south currently towards me. They should be facing head on to you momentarily.
Roger, can see. Do you want me to engage?
Affirmative, you are clear to engage the one on the western arc, the western side.
Fox, 3.
Be advised, second time's aircraft on the eastern side also turning towards you. Caution that, pull back if necessary.
Roger. Fox 3 again.
British, be advised, the north is our airspace.
Roger, you fired on one of our call. You fired on one of our call signs, back away, or I will be forced to take this further.
Russian aircraft, be advised, this is Archer 1-1, currently on the detachment of the Royal Air Force. Be advised, you fired on our aircraft first, we simply engaged the aircraft that fired. The remaining aircraft will be allowed to evacuate to the north. Should you refuse, we'll be forced to engage it.
We only ask that you back away from the northern side of the area. Over.
Unidentified Russian aircraft. Currently, we are flying in international airspace, unclaimed to both your territory and to ours. We request that you remain neutral and that you back to the north. We will simply not engage in your airspace. I say again, this is your final warning. Should you choose to engage further, you will be shot down. Washakoka is coming behind from the southwest knock.
Yeah, Roger, I've got him.
He seems to be flying unintervened right now, but yeah, you definitely shot down the aircraft that was engaging me at least. At least that sends a message across.
Yeah, I kept you alive.
Much appreciated.
Fast enough gamble.
Oh yeah, perfect. I dodged a missile. I then went behind air cover and I decided to shoot a few bullets at him just to get the message out.
Roger, he looks like he's turning back.
Yeah, I've got him on radar. I can keep an eye out for him as well. I can essentially command the battle from my position.
Roger that. I'll just keep going backwards and forwards.
Yeah, feel free to push a bit more southbound, and then just be prepared. If I get any strange movements, I'll call you back in for northbound, so just be on standby. Raptor, Seagull message.
Yes, Raptor.
Currently at base, you are in charge of reinserts. Do them via Griffin. Once you are close enough to the AO, radio me, and then I will get a HLS for you so that you can land that.
Good copy. I mean, the one guy who's here to reinsert keeps disconnecting.
Roger, then just ignore for the meantime.
Will do.
User has joined your channel.
Hello, 5-2 Alpha. Wrong net. Hello, 5-2 Alpha. Archer 1-1 message.
User in your channel has timed out.
Fast mover. Grid 1, 0, 3, 1, 9er, 4. Fast mover. One click. Bearing 330.
Titan Archer. Currently I've got him just circling above me, but so far non-hostile. We'll await further actions to see what he's doing.
Roger that. What's the missile rack called? And to get the resupply? Does that disappear?
Supplies, FIR, objects. So basically where you go to get the 6 AB ammo, FIR, objects, and then missile rack.
Cool. I'll get that done when I've landed. RTB. Make sure you keep me tally. Just pick up my radar.
Roger. I've got him tally. He's currently just circling eastbound. bad idea, but let's see. Let's just try it.
User has left your channel. User has joined your channel.
Fast mover. 1.5 clicks. West. Fast mover. Grid 060160.
British, what are your intentions in our airspace?
Our intentions are as follows. Currently, we are simply just patrolling the area in favor of our infantry in the far eastern parts. We simply mean to just observe them and keep them safe. Be ready and stand by. I feel like something's gonna happen. I'm hovering at a high
Please
altitude
do not
right now.
engage in our airspace. We will allow you to oversee your infantry.
Currently, we have not engaged in your airspace. The only engagement has been from you towards us. Currently, we're just observing.
We've got an enemy. Fast mover. 1 click. West.
Afghan 1, spooling up.
Roger, Afghan. Head over to the wait one.
Where am I flying? Afghan 1, fully spooled, exiting via wild.
Grid 095202.
Roger, Afghan. Head over to holding point Brave, HP Brave to the northern area and await further instructions once there.
Good copy, I'll head to Brave.
Be advised, use long range, otherwise I won't be able to have audio on you going forward. Caution, there is an enemy aircraft still within the area.
Afghan.
Fast mover. Grid 105-164. Fast mover. Grid 111-163.
Raptor to Seagull.
And for Seagull.
We are at Brave.
Roger, wait one, I'll get an exemplary 5-line for you. Just, well, we won't get a 5-line, but I'll get instructions on where to have you land.
Good copy.
5-2 Alpha Archer 1-1 message.
5 Alpha, send message over.
Currently we've got one reinsert bird in the air requesting HLS for landing of reinserts.
Archer 1-1, roger that, we'll set up an HLS. Over.
Fast mover. Grid 112-170.
It's funny how they wanted to talk after I got up there.
Sorry, say again?
I said it's funny how they wanted to talk after I got up there.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what the outcome is, because at the moment we're just taking and killed one of them in self-defense.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We got fired upon.
Fast mover. Grid 111-162.
5-2 Alpha Archer 1-1. What's ETA on HLS?
Hello, Archer 1-1. This is 5-2 Alpha. I'll be setting up an HLS momentarily. Out.
Doesn't help me, but okay. Roger.
Fast mover. Grid 1, 1, 2, 1, 6, 9er.
Hello, Archer 1-1. This is 5-2 Alpha. Message over.
Archer 1-1.
Archer 1-1. This is 5-2 Alpha. I've set up the HLS in grid 082187 HLS gang. Is this suitable for an HLS? Over.
08180 HLS gang is suitable. I will instruct the reinsert bird to fly there. ETA 1 mic.
Roger that. I'll be popping blue smoke when I see them in the air. Over.
Right, you heard the instructions.
Yes, I did. I'm already.
Roger. Be advised, the ACR is out. I pop blue smoke.
Fast mover. Grid 1, 0, 5, 1, 6, 9er.
I should have some smoke to help you guide you in.
Blue smoke is blue smoke is popped. Over.
Roger, eyes.
Dropped off and I'm now RTBing.
Yeah, RTB got, I think, probably 10 more waiting at base.
10? Jesus Christ. Okay.
They get hit hard.
Seems that way. Titan, unless you're currently at base, you can switch taskings momentarily.
That's alright, I'll be back there in a minute.
I'm still up in the air.
Alright, Roger. Additional switch to airframe radius. You get choppy from time to time the further out you get.
Do you reckon we'll fit in a Griffin?
You should have 10 seats. If not, just switch to a Chinook. If it's more than 10, then switch to a Chinook. Check to see if I'm... No.
Fast mover. Grid 1, 0, 7, 1, 7, 2.
Hello, flight call sign. This is 5-2 Alpha. Message over.
Send for RF call sign.
RAF call sign. This is 5-2 Alpha. On to HLS gang. Can we please have the reinserts that are out base plus 1 MERT resupply, 1 green mag resupply and
break,
1 medical resupply.
Be advised, hold for resupply request.
Do you need me to go back?
Yep.
I can still grab the reinserts.
Yeah, you bring the reinserts. I'll get the resupply list ready.
Good.
Roger, I think we attack mob on.
Where is it? So there it is. 5 to Alpha, go ahead with resupply request.
Okay, go for resupply. 1 times green mag resupply. 1 times MERT resupply. 1 times medical resupply.
Afghan 1, entry 1.
Also, we have 2 times prisoners to be extracted from HLS gang. Over.
Afghan 1, entry final. Landing at 18.
Roger. Reinsert plus 1 times green mag resupply, 1 times merch resupply, 1 times medical resupply, with 2 times prisoners for extraction. Break. We will be flying in the reinserts separately. Another airframe will bring the resupplies. Whenever you are ready, either
Afghan 1
airframe
further
can
on
take
my.
the prisoners.
Roger that. HLS gang is still suitable, so send in resupplies. Send in reinserts first. We'll put on the prisoners onto the reinsert helicopter, and then fly in supplies with other airframe. Over.
Roger, we'll expect prisoners on the reinsert helicopter and awaiting resupplies on the follow-up one.
Thank you, roger that. We'll relay to 0 now.
Attack mob landed.
Alright, gents, so pretty much Raptor, once you land, reinserts, have them on board, bring them into the same place you just landed. You sure need smoke this time since you know where you landed last time. And then afterwards load prisoners onto you.
Afghan 1, taking off, but dusting off, going off runway 18.
Let's spawn down.
Afghan 1 leaving airbase for a while.
Be advised, I spotted possible eyes on the convoy at the moment. They're not yet moving, but just a heads up. Coca, if you want to get those supplies in as soon as possible.
Roger that. What do we need? 1 times MERT.
1 times green mag, MERT, and medical.
Roger that. I have Zeus, so I can spawn down.
Perfect. Coordinating the battlefield.
Fast mover. Grid 11716. Fast mover. Grid 1051558.
Oh, Zeus, this is Zero, message over.
Send message over.
Zero, I'm aware that Objective Avalanche is the next one, but it is 10 to 10, and I am very conscious that, it's getting pretty late, so no spoilers, but how long is it going to take? Over.
It's a tiny convoy. You should be in and out, really. It's literally just so they can get him to the Russian outpost, basically. And he's in an unarmored vehicle,
It
not
was
to give anything away.
Right. Raptor to Seagull. We're about to land again.
HLS gang. HLS gang.
Yep, we are landing.
Send last Aussie.
Alright, got it sorted.
Roger.
Base one, let's pull out.
Stay on the ground there, putting prisoners on your helicopter momentarily.
I see that one's on, that's fine. RTB.
Roger. Another 10 / or Foxtrot 52 Alpha. Archer 11 message.
Zero, send it, Archer. Over.
Do any of you have a Rover Lad tablet?
Zero, negative. Gibbons always puts one in my backpack and he ain't here to babysit me. Over.
Roger. Then wait 1 for ISTAR report of convoy location.
Zero, Roger. Is already on the move. Over.
I have movement of 2 times vehicles.
One testing off.
Zero, Roger. The speed.
Quite slow. Unable to gauge maybe 20 kilometers per hour.
Zero, Roger. Keep tabs on their location and keep updating their marker. In the meantime, I will need a Chinook and Pegasus to come out and pick us up so that we can at least try and ambush it en route. Over.
Roger. 1 times Pegasus is already inbound or should be inbound with resupplies. We'll change instructions momentarily.
Zero, Roger. Out.
Okay, you inbound with the Chinook yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just involved now.
Roger. Perfect. As instructions will have changed to extraction.
Zero, Roger.
And
Wake out.
transport.
Roger that. Heading in now. We'll contact funding. Right, so this is Pegasus, one inbound position. I understand that I have a extraction reinsert mission.
Pegasus 1-1, this is 5 Alpha. I believe you'll be picking up I believe we might be moving to another objective, though you'll have to check with Zero on that. But I will pop blue smoke on HLS gang for you now. Over.
Roger that, access gang. We'll look for blue smoke. Hold on.
520, blow it. Out.
This is Afghan 1, approaching airfield fire along final. Afghan entering final, landing through 18.
Pegasus 1152 Alpha, blue smoke popped on HLS gang. Roger that.
Back to the 0, be advised, we're all going to try and fucking cram into that. Out.
Hello, Pegasus 1152 Alpha. Just been informed by 0 that we're all going to be trying to fit into your one Chinook. Over. Roger.
10, this is 0. You will just beeline it over, get your lads in first. 20, just have your lads here ready to run over, but just wait. Over. Wrong net. Out.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with the equipment intelligence?
What?
I'd already taken off. Do you want me to pitch it?
Negative, don't ditch it.
Should they all be able to fit in?
Yeah, they'll all fit in.
We'll fucking figure something out. Can we get the fucking Wildcat over just on the off chance we don't all fit?
You can fit 2 on the Archer.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Worst comes to worst, I'll jump onto the side of Archer. So Archer 0, can you give me a current location of the convoy, over?
Roger. Roger, updating map as we speak.
Can I get a HLS?
Raptor Seagull, I've landed at main base.
I'll give you HLS once we get the convoy location.
Roger that.
Convoy marker, last convoy location marked currently.
User in your channel has timed out.
Convoy last marker 091116186.
User has joined your channel.
5 to Alpha, eyes on last convoy location.
Zero Alpha, due to time constraints, they have decided to stop at the town of Burida and hold him hostage there while they wait for reinforcements. Over.
5-2 Alpha, roger that. We'll reload to command now.
Roger, we're taking fire.
Roger, eyes on, we'll divert the attention.
Hello, Zeus 0, be advised, we set up a ambush in grid 085190. Over.
Sorry, say coordinates again, over.
085190.
Affirm.
Do you want me to drop the
User
equipment off here as
joined
well?
your channel.
Yeah, it is. So.
I'll wait for a reach out. Pegasus is clear to dust. Pegasus 1-1 clear to dust.
Fast mover. Grid 1071665.
Pegasus, feel free to loiter near the western mountains, and afterward just stay there, and then they're going to probably get extraction momentarily. Raptor, any reinserts back at base?
There's one, yeah.
Roger, bring him in
Zeus,
whenever
Zero,
you
I
get
know
a
you
chance.
said the convoy was stopping, but at that point we were already en route and had a rough time going, so it would have just taken more time to stop and change. Over.
No, it's all good,
Say
man. I
again?
just wanted to take time, but
We're
it's
not
fine. I can get it going again, no worries.
Sorry, I can't hear when the dual radio is talking, so say it one more time.
Are we not having extraction?
Pegasus will be doing extraction. He's on standby in the area.
Yeah, I'll drop him off. That's fine. Do you want me then on standby near Pegasus as well, just in case it's not enough room?
There is enough room. I want you to just go back and forth because there's still a possibility people might die, so there might be another reinsert needed after this one.
Hey, firm.
Afghan 1, fully spooled, taking off runway 18 through long final.
Fast mover. Grid 1081665.
5-2 Alpha, Archer 1-1, just have a secondary HLS nearby prep for reinserts and extraction, should that be necessary.
5-2 Alpha will set up secondary HLS now. Over.
Afghan 1, exit.
Hello, Archer 1-1. This is 5-2 Alpha. Message over.
Archer.
Archer 1-1. As requested, I put down EHLS in the grid 200 meters behind the one platoon. Is this okay for you, over?
That should be appropriate. Afghan 1-1, when you're on approach, take an eastern arc towards the HLS, bypassing the road network.
Good copy.
Fast mover. Grid 1, 1, 2, 1, 5, 8.
Hello, Pegasus 1-1. This is 5 to Alpha. Message over.
Message 5 to Alpha.
Pegasus 1-1. Can you please come collect us from the HLS you dropped us off at, so we can reload the supplies back into your Chinook? Over.
Roger. Doing it now.
And just proceed to the EHLS and just drop off the 1x your insert, and then Pegasus will pick him up. You will fly formation alongside.
Good copy. Do you want me to RTB?
After you've dropped him off, yes.
Hello, RAF call sign. Message over.
Send for Archer 1-1.
Archer 1-1. Will we be having a second Pegasus to come in and collect us? Over.
Be advised, you have 1x Pegasus coming in for collection. 1x Afghan was dropping off a reinsert. Coca, make sure you're landing in the right place.
Roger that. I'll relay.
0, negative, heard. We will need a second Pegasus now that we have got Seepers and VIP. We won't have enough space in Pegasus for everyone. Over.
Roger, 1x Afghan is currently there. We can just use the remaining seats on that. Roger, 1x Afghan is currently there. We can just use the remaining seats on that. 1-0.
0, Roger, out.
Yeah, just stay on the ground. They'll use some extra seats on your aircraft as well.
Okay, I'm landing.
Do you need me to load in their supplies?
I think they might be doing it.
5-2, do you need to load in the supplies, or can you guys do it yourself? Did you copy last of it?
5 to Alpha. Say again. Over.
Do you need me to load in the crates, or can you do it yourself?
5 to Alpha. It'd be greatly appreciated if you could help. I'll get myself and one other Bob.
Oh my gosh, okay then. What net is happening down there?
Tried to look for it.
Why is the Chinook spool down?
Because they couldn't do it themselves.
You can press eject and the engine stays spooled up.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Fix one spooling up.
Okay.
Texas 1-1 clear to dust.
Where's that?
1-1 already spooled up, ready to go.
Roger,
Afghan 1-1 clear to dust as well.
Afghan, just feel free to dust off, head back already. Pegasus has a lot faster speeds.
Good copy, dusting now.
Yeah, I just had to spool up again. Alright, I guess 1-1 dust now.
Archer 1, asset denial. Guns.
Archer 1-1, are you RTBing, over?
The one is RTBing.
Roger that. Out.
Afghan 1 approaching long final.
I think it's 1-1 approaching long final. Entering airspace via long final.
Afghan 1 entering final. Landing runway 18.
Archer 1 entering airspace via long final. Right. Landing 318.
Afghan 1 spooling down.
Archer 1's going down.
There's 1 spawning down.
Roger that.
I will
Hello.
be
Okay.
muting
Yeah.
my mic while we're in server, just to stop any
Yes.
transmission. What's the black stuff?
What's happening?
He's chasing us down now.
Honestly, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet due to the fact that I realise it's a bit later than usual. So, yeah, G fucking G. So I'll just end scenario now.
That was short and sweet.
What do you want?
Oh, and the pins!
Oh, and
Come
the
on, the
beans!
tin.
Oh, and the pins!
No beans, no party.
Oh, and the
Users
pins!
left your channel.
The 10.
That is pathetic, Thomas.
What do you mean that's pathetic? You joined
Your
the
accent
race.
is bad.
Platoon, get off the survey.
Users left your channel.